And developing for you tonight at 10, a closer look at two new motions filed by accused murderer Letecia Stauch's defense team. One asking to push back her upcoming June hearings, the other wanting video visitations for her to be released on bond. As News 5's Colette Bordelon was going through the documents today, she noticed that defense attorneys make some pretty strong claims about how the El Paso County Jail is handling inmates and the judicial process during the pandemic. So she's looking into those tonight.
The biggest takeaway I got from the sheriff's office is that attorneys can still virtually meet with their clients. They just have to schedule it online first. Now, before we get into it, it's important to note the sheriff's office is not talking about the Stauch case specifically throughout this story. They're addressing their new procedures that apply to all inmates. From inside the jail come claims about how it's handling the pandemic.
Is there some gamesmanship going on between the prosecution and the defense?
Attorney Stephen Longo's talking about the two new motions filed by Letecia Stauch's defense team. One that says the only way for counsel to talk to their client is in person, but saying they're too concerned about the spread of the virus to do so.
From the defense's perspective, it's with the stakes this high, with this much evidence, anything less than full access to our client is not sufficient.
The motion also targets the testing at the jail, saying they can't guarantee an inmate doesn't have the virus because not all have been tested.
So we have a very robust screening process.
Jacqueline Kirby of the sheriff's office says that includes a temperature check and a series of questions to show if they need to be isolated or tested.
Quick changes that we made have helped keep our inmate population free from COVID.
Plus, she says many of the protocols put in place because of the pandemic have reduced the jail's population by around 30% since the start of the year.
Wards that are completely empty where we can isolate inmates.
They typically have a facility on the jail's campus where people can come for video visitations. That's closed right now for social distancing purposes. But that doesn't mean video visitations have stopped entirely.
Early on, about March 19th, we put something out letting attorneys know this is going to be our new process. You do need to call ahead.
Those online sessions are a bit more complex to schedule in special management wards like where Stauch is kept, because those inmates only have 1 hour of what's called unlock time during the day.
Attorneys have the ability to visit with their clients after 8:30 in the evening online free of charge because we recognize that there is a concern of coming into the jail.
Those online calls after 8:30 for inmates in the special management wards are only meant for professional visits. They're scheduled through an online vendor, not the sheriff's office. But if you're having any trouble making an appointment, call the sheriff's office and they'll help you out. Always watching out for you, El Paso County. Colette Bordelon, News 5.